Hey, all, welcome in. Just decided to do a live show here. Press conference is being held right now. But yeah, let's just see what they have to say. I know Mata talked already. I missed the second one. I want to say that was Punter Graves. Um, but yeah, just want to see, take any questions, um, any type of things that, that we should talk about that we didn't address on yesterday's show. Those of us that are joining us for the first time, super excited to have you all here. And again, let's talk some Buff football and what's going on here with the press conference, right? Where I think we're in the middle of sets here, trying to. It looks like as they're trying to, the next speaker is going to be coming up to the podium. So yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens here. What is said. I know. Let me see. I pulled up a quote from Mata. He said, "Where was it? Let me see." Mata had to say, basically, like, "Were you?" Basically, they're not shaking off of just one loss. And again, if you have any questions here, let's post them. Let's talk some Colorado ball, as well as going over the. Let's talk some ball. Going over the. Basically the press conference, the game, anything. Is there any play calls that you think need to switch? Just play calling duties need to switch? Any of those things, just open for it. I know yesterday I kind of got, I don't want to say carried away, but a little bit more, what's the right word here? Upset, I guess is the right word. Just kind of vented yesterday. So here, I just want to provide some space for us to all talk about what we think needs to happen moving forward with this team. And if there's any changes or it's the, let's freak out week one kind of thing. So any questions, go ahead and post them up. Let's get talking into this, diving into this while we wait for the next person, whomever it is of the team coming up on the press conference as well. So any questions, comments, anything like that, yeah, post them here. Let's get rolling, see what we can come up with. See, just kind of give you guys some space to vent about what you think went wrong this weekend with the on Friday night with the Buffs. So let's get rolling with some questions if you guys have any. So let's see, where do we? Nobody yet. Nobody yet here on this. Still waiting. I guess my question to you would be is, anybody that's on here is, um, what changes would you like to see with Colorado? What changes, any would you to see with the Buffs moving forward? So that could be anywhere from Caden from Julian taking over, to basically, what changes you want to see, right? To coach, whoever's calling plays, any type of changes that you guys want to see take place here. So let's dive into the chat here. We'll see if we can pull a couple at this point, as well as even giving us a text on the buff line. We have a text here on the buff line coming in. And again, the buff line's always open, 970-614-5771. But we have a text here from Jeff saying, what do you think is the best option moving forward as far as play calling? And I guess what I think would be the best change here would be, I don't know if one's necessary. I don't want to overreact or anything, but I just think the play calling does need to change. Some things need to go a little bit different here. And again, if the play calling doesn't change when Caden's in the game, there really is no point in running that offense. So, Jeff, that is a great question. And again, thanks for hitting us up on the buff line. Again, that's 970-614-5771. You guys can even post it here in the chat. But if any changes you would like to see with the Buffs moving forward, even quarterback change, any type of thing, play calling changes, defensive changes, right? Did the linebacker, whatever it may be, but open to any and all suggestions. Let's see what you guys can come up to, because that was a very, very frustrating loss the other day. One that one hurt. It can, when we start talking playoff seeding, if you do not, or I guess making the college football playoff, if you don't win that game, what does this look like moving forward now for Colorado, right? So you end up with, let's say, you're in a something happens to where you end up in a tie, that at large bid, they're going to look outside of the conference. This is the essentially the only other team that Colorado's playing outside of the conference this year that is, worth a salt. And so I don't know if it's going to come down to that, but again, hopefully that's not the case. But this was a game that Colorado had. Again, they did not lose it at the end of the game. Regardless, I think where the loss came was after the first quarter, right? And I think we can all kind of agree upon that. So again, any questions, any comments that you would like to see changed, or even if you would like to just continue to vent as well, we're here for it. Always are. So yeah, let's hear what you guys think about what the Buff should do moving forward. So and again, this was, if you're new to the channel, this is your first time on, yeah, let's make sure that you guys give us a follow here. We go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of every week, and at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So again, make sure you give us a follow. Love being here with you guys. Again, we're trying to build this channel. And again, this is just a lot of fun right now to what we're doing. So would love to get any type of feedback here with the press conference. Again, we are still waiting for the next person to come up at the press conference. Podium is still blank. So let's see. We already had Mata that was up there talking, and I believe it was Punter Graves. So let's see who comes up next here. Yeah, so let us know here. Again, we're here for it. So yeah, let's see here. Oop. So let's see. No one on the press conference just yet. But again, I have the stream going live. Yeah, and again, just join us. Let's talk about these things. Let's vent a little bit, and then tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll move on to Delaware. And again, if you're new to the channel, we have Bryce Leslie on tomorrow, that covers Delaware football. Real good guy. Love his content, love his show, and again, just learned a lot about for the conversation that we've had. Learned a lot from him already. So again, tomorrow we'll go live at 6. We have Bryce Leslie on from SSN Delaware. They have their own website. He does a fantastic job, third year covering Delaware football and Delaware athletics in general. So make sure you don't miss us tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And again, if you have any questions, I don't want to say concerns, say questions, anything you want to have, what changes, if any, would you like to see with the Buffs moving forward? Is this one of those overreactions to a bad loss? One of those things where the team needed to gel more? Yeah, anything that you guys can think of, let us know here. But yeah, love to answer questions, love to interact with each and every one of you. Again, follow me on X at Manny_303, Instagram 303_Manny. And again, we always have that buff line open, 970-614-5771. As we await here for the next individual. Let's see. I didn't get a press conference release on who is taking the stage today. Hopefully, we get some quarterbacks in here. Coach Prime, maybe. Again, I don't think they're going to make Pat Shermer available to the to the media for a little bit here. So yeah, anything like that. Let me see. Hopefully we get someone else in here on the press conference. Let's see. Looks like we're gonna get somebody else on here. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. So looks like they're clearing, getting ready for the next individual to come on stage. But again, make sure that you guys, any questions, comments, anything like that, come on, and fire away those questions. But again, this is just kind of a tough loss. First time, aside after the game that we get to speak with Colorado, to the coaches and everything to see what's kind of what happened, what they think needs to change. Yeah, any of those things. But I am curious to see who actually comes up on the podium today. Um, so yeah, let's see who's next. Oop, let me see. Still nobody on the podium. But again, if you have any type of questions, or basically what the Buffs need to do, if they need to make changes, are we overreacting? What needs to take place at this point? Type them here in the chat, and we'll jump right into it. And again, Buff lines open 970-614. Where we at with it? I should remember this number. I'm gonna get it at some point. I do promise that. Where are we at? 970-614. Let me get it real quick. Let's see. Yeah, 970. So again, I would just type in the chat here. So yeah, let's go over some questions, that you have, concerns that you may have, anything like that, just talking all things Colorado Buffs here. Yeah, type them in the chat. That'd be perfect. And again, hit us up 970-614-5771. We're available there as well. You can catch us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So make sure to give us a follow there. Let's see. Waiting for. Come on. Let's see. Yep, still waiting for someone to take the stage here, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Let's see. Press conference. Let's see here. Who's taking the stage? Man, I wonder what the plan is here with the press conference though. But it's kind of the stage been empty for about 10 minutes now. So, but again, anything that does come up here, what changes, if any, would you like to see with the Buffs moving forward? Type them in the chat. We'd love to have some dialogue with whomever is interested. But yeah, let's see. So still empty stage. Let's see here. See to come up. Let me see. Let's put this across. Yeah, what changes would we like to see? Again, make sure, let's see. What changes, if any, need to happen? There's Here we are with Coach Prime now. At the podium, he has to say. Great. Cool, cool. Yep, but you can. Okay, so game review here. Game